All right, welcome back to Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew, and today we got a daily check-in message just for you. So, if you want to skip ahead to the reading, go ahead and skip. Got timestamps in the description, but let's go ahead and yap and get going on this energy check-in. So, put the timer on. Um, I am feeling pretty good right now. I just finished that second interview, and yeah, I think if I had to choose, I probably did really good about 4/5 out of everything. The one thing I probably didn't do too well on was when I was taking my proficiency test. I took a kind of a long time. Um, that's just because I got stuck on two problems, and it was just like, damn, I don't know how far, how long you want me to do this for, or, well, I didn't know to the level of what they wanted because it was kind of generic. But one of them, one side was like super, like, how do you say, not necessarily advanced, not necessarily, but it just wasn't something I thought about in so long. I mean, I just haven't thought about certain things in a while. And then I met the owner, or one of the co-owners, and he was actually the one who reached out to me initially, who saw my resume, and I was not necessarily intimidated. I just was a little taken aback by his energetic presence. He, he just had a strong presence, and it's not like I haven't been around strong presence before, people with strong presence before, but it was just the simple fact that, like, I don't know, it was, I can see his influence on other people, which kind of threw me off just a little bit. It threw me off. I'm hoping they said they're gonna give me a contact or they'll send me an email. Again, if I had to put myself in a position of like what I would do and who I would be helping, oh, I think I killed it, man. I think I did my job, but they threw some other shit at me just to see my range, and like, ah, that threw me off a little bit. So really, I'm just talking about the science aspect. But yeah, I'm not going. I'm doing this now because again, I want to check in that energy, and I think me doing what I did is the energy that I needed to be in. So my first card that I drew today for myself was the Star card. So, and it's all about being true to you, and that's what I think I did. I went in there. I was true to me. My demonstration was excellent, flying colors. Um, I just think that my uniqueness will be applied, especially when they give me direction of what I should and what I shouldn't be doing, what they want, what they expect. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm hoping that no matter what comes up and shakes you up today, that you can do the same thing. Just be confident in who you are and what you're doing for yourself, because at the end of the day, they people are going to want you or not. People are going to, not want you or not. I don't know if they have a bunch of applicants or not. I just know that I went in there. Again, the lady who I've been working with for the last couple of days, she was she was the same. She loved me. It was great. But then at the end, when I met her, when she brought in the director or the owner, that it just, she had a different energy about herself. So it was just like, oh, what is this? So I don't know. It's not like he was intimidating. He was a nice, soft-spoken man who just, it was like granddad energy. I know what I'm looking for kind of thing. And I don't know if he was hoping that I would do more, do less, but we'll see. So in order to not think about it too much, we're going to do other things. I like the way I'm dressed today, feeling fresh, feeling pretty fly. I had the red on yesterday, now I'm cooling it off with the blues. So, yeah, if anything, with this check-in energy for today, let's make sure that we are being true to ourselves. And so, to not be in my head, I'm just going to do everything else that I have to do today. So I'm going to go work, do some homework that I'm late on, get caught up on some homework so I can be ahead, and do some readings. And look, we got the sun at the bottom, so I think there's a little part of me who just wants to stress out about the situation, but I don't think that there's any need to stress out whatsoever. Same thing with you, especially when they told me, if I can start next week, would I be able to? And then they began with training. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all flexible. So what is the energy for you guys? That's the energy I had. I had the star energy today. So let's see what the collective's energy is for today. Here's the collective's energy. Let's clarify that energy. Oh, exactly. And then let's get that third card, baby. So this tower wants to pop up. Again, when they jump, I just like to show y'all. I feel like they just want to show themselves, so you guys can see them. It's like fishing. What's our final, or what's our third card? This card wants to come out, but again, it didn't fall, so that was the Eight of Cups. All right, there we go. Then we'll get our final message at the end. So our overall energy is the Knight of Presents. So this shows me that there is an air of mastery. There is an air of confidence. I think that what is coming out, because I'm getting mixed up with my emotions and I see why this is here. I know my shit. You know your shit. You know what you know. And I think the thing is, you're happy with what you know. And that's the biggest key. Be happy with where you are and not where people expect you to be. Be happy with what you got going on and what you're doing. Be grateful for your opportunities to do what you're doing, because at the end of the day, nothing can stop them but you. I think this coming out because it is you worried, having anxiety, and you're stressed, but you need to calm that with a new emotion. You got the Ace of Emotions. So I think there is going to be good outcomes for you today in this energy. Mainly because you're sticking to you and what you do and how you manage and what you live like and how you live it. You're applying yourself as a true being to yourself. But the Knight of Presents is happy. And unlike the Knight of Pentacles, this one, it is not moving around as much as the other one. It is letting things move around him, around them, around her. So the idea is, how can I let these things happen around me and then properly manage them without the emotion or the anxiety of all of these different stories that could be told, and just focus on the emotions of a new opportunity. So you have something coming up today, or something that's happening in the next couple of days or so. The energy for today, at least, is there's something happening that you already know how to do well. And the thing is, because it's new, right? Or maybe it's old, but it's in a new environment, new situation. There's something happening that is telling you that you need to relax and you need to keep giving yourself some good energy. What is a third? Exactly. The Fool card came out. So the idea is, I'm not sure what is going on with you, but you need to walk away from this and show yourself some love and some grace as you enter a new opportunity. Again, the newness is coming through because you got the Knight of Potions at the bottom. So it's emotions that are moving and flowing. You might really want something bad. You might really want someone badly. But do not be in your head about the situation, because at the end of the day, That won't change anything. What will change is how you feel about it and what you can do to feel differently. The more opportunities that will come for the simple fact that you have a new emotional outlet or new emotional expression, but then you got the skills to pay the bills. What's our final message? Our final message says, this card at the bottom wants to come out too. So our final message is here. This is great. We got the Queen of Candles, we got the Nine of Presents, and we got the King of Potions. If you take control of your emotions, and if you take control of what you know, the passion, your fire, you will be in the Nine of Pentacles. So, in other words, if you stand in the Nine of Pentacles energy, knowing you that motherfucker, again, that is this card here. These two go hand in hand. Because again, not only do you manage the presence, the nine presents, you manage the things inside of your house, outside of your house, production coming and going. You are in full control. But how are you in full control? You're in full control, but the passions that you can nurture and the knowledge that you can nurture as well. Again, passion that you can nurture and the knowledge. So it's like you have the ability to be twofold. You can do multiple things. And maybe that's surprising, but that's the cool thing. Because this card and this card is sandwiching our Nine of Pentacles. It's like you're not supposed to be able to be passionate in your spark and how you do things, yet also knowledgeable in how you interact with people. Again, the King of Potions like to give, but this King of Potions, or the King of Cups, like to give. This one, again, it's the same concept. So it's like you're giving so much that people wouldn't expect you to do so, but then you got the passions behind there, and guess what? You come off as this Nine of Pentacles. Stable, fixated on you and your abundance. You're just great. So if I have to apply this to myself, this is really making me feel comfortable with that reaction that I just got. For the simple fact that, like, again, if you were the Knight of Needles, you would not come off as what you do. And when I took that proficiency test right now, all of them, I did exactly like I do in the classroom. And so, like, maybe they're looking at something that I'm not concerned with. Maybe they're like, wow, scratching their heads. I would have never guessed that. Guess what? I have to be the one to cause the right judgment on the situation. And in my mind, I'm going to cause the judgment with the new emotions and be that King of Potion. Guess what? You can do the same thing, but with your fire. I feel like I need to get one more. One more. I said one. So, the Page of Needles, bringing yourself back together with the Eight of Needles. So there's a story that was being told, and again, you're putting yourself back together. And what are you putting back together? The emotions of the past coming through with the Seven of Presents. Seven of Presents come in and says that we're working hard. So it's like, to sum this up, you have the light and fire energy to pull yourself together. Tell yourself a new story that may have you feeling like this, but it doesn't. You didn't allow it to feel like this. Five of Potions. It allowed you to take these two potions here, temper them into a single brand new cup, a new spark, a new emotion, and then present that emotion in a way that nobody would really understand or believe. Wow, surprise. That fucking surprises me. That is the cool part about this information. So I don't want to take too much time over our time. We'll see you in the daily message later on today. All right. Go ahead and use this Nine of Presents energy and be great. Peace.